The powers conferred by the Constitution on the executive over the running of the judicial system is the major obstacle to the autonomy of the judiciary, and the finance minister says government spending needs to produce better quality results. Ambusisiwa Khatebe with the latest news update. Chief Justice Mogoeng says the powers conferred by the Constitution on the executive over the running of the judicial system is the major obstacle to the autonomy of the judiciary. Mogoeng has delivered a human rights lecture at Stellenbosch University in the Western Cape.
The judiciary in this country has over the years looked very much like a unit within or an extension of the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. It has no say on any major projects intended to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the courts, no control over the budget, very little, if any, say on the IT that could best serve its needs. The appointment of the limited support staff, the judiciary, has been assigned by the executive, to mention but some of the challenges.
Oil giant BP says its 5 billion rand investment in South Africa is expected to create at least 2,000 jobs in the country over the next 5 years. The company says the investment was encouraged by South Africa's National Development Plan. BP's Group Managing Director and Chief Executive of Refining and Marketing, Ian Khan, has paid a courtesy visit to Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe at Tenes in Parliament. Khan says the deal includes upgrades in fuel depots and increasing the network of retail stores.
We estimated that if you think about adding 40 to 50 retail sites, each one of them can support 40 jobs. And with the pick and pay sites, the total could be at least in the range of 2,000 jobs. And that's before we look at further expansion. So it's a small but important contribution.
National Editors Forum chairperson Nick Davis has appealed to President Jacob Zuma to send the Info Bill to the Constitutional Court for review before signing it into law. The National Assembly has passed the final draft of the Protection of State Information Bill. A total of 189 members voted for the bill, with 74 voting against it. There was one abstention. Davis says this bill should be tested by the most senior judges in the land before Zuma signs it into law.
It seems the president will sign the bill into law. We would really ask him to send it to the Constitutional Court for review. I think, Parliament has done a fair amount, but the remaining concerns are urgent, they're substantial, they're real, and this is about how getting a bill that will be interpreted in line with the requirement of the Constitution for an open democracy. And I don't think it can do any harm to the President, to the Ministry of State Security, to have this bill tested by the most senior judges and lawyers in the country.
For more on the Info Bill, catch our special package on Option 7. And lastly, Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan says government spending needs to produce better quality results. He has told delegates at a public lecture at the University of Johannesburg that government needs a renewed focus on improving spending efficiency. The minister says both developed and developing countries face the problem of a strong elite that controls both financial and political institutions. Gordhan says South Africans need to develop more inclusive political and economic institutions. Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on NewsBreak Option 1.